LeBron James is 37 years old and is currently playing in his 19th season. And in his lifetime, he's actually spent more time in the NBA than not in the NBA, which is wild. And usually when players enter their 15th, 16th, 17th NBA season, they start to decline, but not LeBron James. In his 19th season, LBJ is still clearly at the top of his game, but the Lakers know his decline is inevitably approaching one of these years, and with that in mind, they tried to assemble the best possible roster to surround LeBron James to make another finals push. Make the surrounding roster so good that the aging LeBron James can cruise through the regular season and be ready for the playoffs. Well, let's just say that didn't go as planned.
Davis, corner three, way strong.
Playing pretty good team defense. Missed the final 47 last year. What happened there?
Pass deflected out to Westbrook. Westbrook tried to jam it, he missed it.
What was supposed to be a light regular season for LeBron James has so far been quite the opposite. He is playing the most minutes per game since the 2017-18 season and is averaging the most points per game since the 2009-2010 season. And it is absolutely crazy that the 37-year-old LeBron James can still do these things. But while LeBron James is known for his incredible durability throughout his career, he's dealt with more injuries in the past 4 seasons than the rest of his career. Even though he still played amazing and also won a championship, at least that confirms that he is indeed human. But with that being said, this late in his career, LeBron James shouldn't need to play nearly 40 minutes a game. But since we're here and he is playing this much and this well, the real question is, can LeBron James win an MVP at 37 years old? But to win a Most Valuable Player award, typically your team needs to be a good seed, and right now the Los Angeles Lakers do not have a very good seed and aren't looking like a very good team. They have been dealing with a lot of injuries and health and safety protocols, but so have many other teams, and the Lakers are just not playing well, and there seems to be no chemistry whatsoever. Their star point guard, Russell Westbrook, doesn't seem too happy with how things are, and earlier this week he actually laughed when a reporter referred to him as the Lakers point guard.
Russ, from a point guard's perspective, what'd you make of?
That's funny.
Insinuating that he does not believe he is playing the point guard position. And prior to the season starting, people were saying that this was a super team with a cakewalk to the finals, but they are now fighting for a playoff spot. If everything went as planned, the Lakers would let LeBron James coast through the regular season while Russell Westbrook and Anthony Davis carried the load for the team. But neither Russ or AD have stepped up this season for the Lakers. Russ not playing the smartest basketball and AD lacking drive and competitiveness, also being hurt, which isn't his fault, but he always seems to be hurt. And all the Lakers' struggles have made LeBron James have to do what he was known for doing in his early days. He needs to carry the team. And while it's not ideal for this situation and at this point in LeBron's career, ironically, with the Lakers struggling, it forces LeBron to have to do more and more to try and win games, which actually helps his MVP case. If LeBron didn't have to go 100%, he obviously wouldn't have to play this much and score this much. I guarantee LeBron was not planning on going for an MVP award this season because at this point in his career, he is focused on championships. But if we're actually talking about LeBron James winning an MVP, the Lakers will need to start winning some games, but not too many. Because if Anthony Davis comes back and the Lakers really start improving, that will most likely be a result of the entire team playing better, Anthony Davis taking a big load off of LeBron, Russ making better decisions, and LeBron would no longer need to score 30 points a game just to compete in games. And historically, if you have another MVP caliber player on your squad, you usually won't win the regular season MVP. I mean, look at the Super Team Warriors when they had Steph and KD. Probably 2 top 3 players in the NBA on one team. They were both playing amazing and in most cases would be considered for the MVP award, but because they had such a strong team and another MVP caliber player alongside them, neither of them cracked the top 5 in MVP voting for their entire time together, aside from Steph getting 5th in their final season. The Most Valuable Player award usually goes to a player who is the clear-cut best player on a successful team, which is why Steph and KD are now both in the MVP conversation, because they are the clear-cut best player on a successful team. And LeBron James has proven that he is still the best player on the Lakers, but when it comes to an MVP award, his chances to win aren't very high, especially with how things are going right now. LeBron scoring a lot, but the Lakers still losing games. And if AD comes back and the Lakers really play well, the spotlight will most likely not shine on LeBron James as much as it is now. I hate to be that guy, and especially when LeBron James is playing so well this late in his career, but I don't think he will win the 2022 MVP award. I'm not saying it's impossible, but with KD playing spectacularly on a team with a high seed, Giannis and Steph doing the same, I just don't see a scenario where LeBron will be in a position to outlast them all. But appreciate LeBron James while you still can, because one day this man won't be able to do the things that he's still doing in his 19th season. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated and helps the video out tremendously. But until next time, I'm out.